Hi, I'm Joanie Marx. I'm a 3-time international best-selling author and the creator of 3 online courses for UDEMY.com. And welcome to the first video for 60andMe readers for 2023. And the title is Creating a New Character Arc for Yourself in 2023. And this is the third of the 4-part series where we're talking about changing the narrative of your life after 60. So if you want to create new opportunities and fulfill your desires, we should start first by understanding what our character arc is. So let's start right there and answer the question, what is a character arc? During my training as a professional actor, I began seeing the correlation of storytelling in Hollywood to the stories that unconsciously direct our lives. The first and most important connection I made in this was understanding my own life story and what my personal character arc was. To do this, I had to get clear on the through line of my life, which I will share more about later in this video. A character arc is when a character in a story, specifically the main character, undergoes an inner transformation that in turn transforms her outer world. By the end of every story, the main character has learned valuable lessons resulting from the events they went through in the story. It is hugely important to understand your own character arc, because if you want to make changes in your life, especially as we're going into this new year, you have to be aware of where you are and what is limiting you and what is telling you that you can't change your character arc after 60. For many people over 60, what gets in the way of changing their narrative are fixed beliefs about themselves and in life in general. And most of these are limiting beliefs. To change your narrative and let go of limiting beliefs begins with changing the stories you tell yourself and those you tell others. And these are not just any stories. They are the stories about the subjects and the areas of your life you seek improvement in, but may not believe are attainable. For example, if you want to see improvements in your finances, romantic partnerships, health, or even the conditions of the world, how will any of these areas improve if you keep telling the same narrative about them? This is where you flip the script of your narrative and begin to create a new arc of your life story. This is a really great question that I'm going to ask you, which is, where does the arc of a story start? So let's talk about that next. The arc of any story begins with a pivotal event that serves as a catalyst for a series of transitional moments that unfold into personal transformation. To uncover what this is for you requires an understanding of your dominant through line. The arc of your life story is comprised of several significant transitions, each one with a unique theme. Despite the uniqueness of these themes and transitions, a dominant theme remains. The dominant theme is your through line. It not only frames the overall narrative of your life story, it also determines your character arc. This is the really exciting part, because this is where you start to understand and start to see and be able to articulate what your character arc is. So in order for you to do that, I'm going to share mine with you so you get an idea of how this actually works. To begin developing your character arc, think of your life's through line as a pitch for a movie that sums up the essence of your story. In this story, you are the main character. So here's my old through line, which describes my life up to my mother's passing. Believing she was not good enough, Joanie lived to please others, ultimately learning she pleased no one, including herself. My outdated narrative and limiting beliefs to that point in my life formed my dominant through line. I believed I was an outsider and not good enough to be, do, and have what I desired. The younger character of myself acted out this theme by trying to please others at the expense of her own fulfillment. Despite the success I achieved with my business and acting, I couldn't see past the negative stories I was telling myself. There usually is an impetus to want to change your narrative and change your life story. And for myself, it was when my mother passed. It was at the same time my business was going through some really rough times, and I could not keep going if I didn't sit back and say, Joan, look what is not working. We have got to change the story that we are telling ourselves and the story that we are projecting and what it is I wanted to achieve. So that's what's so important about doing this character arc and seeing where you are and the narrative that you might like to change it to. Rather than find people to commiserate with or remain locked into a battle with my inner critic over what I was worthy of, I took control of my life from the inside out. Calling on some of my actor training, I applied my natural gift of storytelling to create the character I always dreamed of playing. That character became my true, authentic self. And here's my through line, which describes my life after my mother's passing. Discovering self-love as her superpower, Joanie accepted she is worthy of being valued and now confidently shares her gifts with others. Today, I do not look to the outside world to define who I am. At long last, I am my own best friend. That is good enough for me because she is good enough. We have covered a lot today, and to help you integrate what you've learned so that you can indeed create your own character arc, I would like to go through an action item and 4 powerful journal prompts to help you. Using my before and after character arcs as an example, create some time to develop your own character arc. So here are some journal prompts to help you get started. 1. What transitional moments created your through line? 2. What has been a dominant theme in your life? 3. What limiting beliefs frame your old character arc? And 4. What new empowering beliefs frame your new character arc in 2023? Thank you so much for watching this video. And if you haven't read the article on 60andMe, please do so. And for more information on my brand new online course, Drive Through, Make It Your Own, please go to udemy.com. And until we're together for the next video, please remember, and especially because it's the start of the new year and it's a good habit to get into, every morning, look into your mirror and smile at yourself and say, I am my own best friend, for I came into this world to be myself. For that I came. Thank you and all my best.